Hello, 5th grade. How are you? It is Friday, May 15th. Today we are going to be learning a concept that's about order of operations. So let's jump right in. Order of operations is a type of math that is basically an ordering system, okay? Telling you what you do first in a math problem, what you do second, what you do third, things like that. So today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be learning what is the order of operations, okay? I would like to just share this with you. The order of operations is pretty simple once you get the hang of it, okay? Another word for order of operations is Pemdas, okay, or PEMDAS, all right? What comes first usually is the parentheses or the exponents. We're not going to be working with exponents. The only thing we're going to be working with in 5th grade is multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction, okay? Even for today's lesson, we're only going to be working with addition and subtraction, okay? So for example, if we had a problem like this, we would jump all the way to what would be the parentheses, and then we'd do the division next, and then we would get our answer. You would always do it in this order, okay? So just giving you an understanding of what order of operations is. Today we're not going to work with parentheses or exponents, but we are going to work with addition and subtraction. Something very important to understand is that we always do things from left to right, okay? We're always going to do those order from left to right. Okay, there's lots of memes on the internet about this topic because it is one of the most popular topics taught right away in 5th grade. So it's a kind of a funny concept to most people. I'm sure your parents remember doing the order of operations when they were in school. And Mr. Joseph even puts some order of operations problems on his Instagram page. Every once in a while, you'll see a problem like this. This is another way of looking at order of operations, okay? So let's actually jump right in on page 28 and let's do a couple of problems. Remember that I said that you're supposed to do the problem from left to right. So we need to remember that. That's one of our first rules that we really, really need to remember, that we do things from left to right, okay? And we also always do the problem starting out with multiplication and division, but then we would do addition and subtraction. Okay, so let's start with the first problem. The first problem that we have is 48 plus 12 plus 37. We're going to start from the left and go right. Okay, so let's do that first problem. 48 plus 12 is our first part of the problem. Let's do that first. That's our step A. 48 plus 12. 8 plus 2 is 10. Carry our 1 to our tens column. 4 plus 1 plus 1 is 6. That's going to give us our first problem. 60 is our answer to our first problem, okay? I'm going to change the color just so you see that. This part is 60. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 60 to 37. So we have 60, which is the answer to our first problem. And now we're going to add the second part of the problem, okay, which is the 37. So let's add 37 plus 37. Again, I started on the left and I worked my way right. 0 plus 7 is 7. And 6 plus 3 is 9. So our answer should be 97. All right, so that's our answer for our first problem, letter A, on page 28. You'll notice, again, Mr. Joseph did first step A, and then he did step B. Okay, that's the order that we are going to go into. Okay, let's do the next problem. This next problem is subtraction. All right, so again, we're going to start from the left and go to the right. First, we're going to do 40 minus 14, and then we are going to take our answer from that problem and do minus 9. So let's do that. 40 minus 14. Well, we can't do 0 minus 4, so we're going to have to come to our next column, our tens, and get rid of one of those tens. All right, change this to 3 tens, and we're going to bring that 10 over here, and now we have 10 ones. 10 ones minus 4 ones is 6. And 3 tens minus 1 10 is 2. Our answer is 26. But that's only the first part of our answer. Remember, we just found the first part of our answer. Okay, that was the letter A. Now we need to take that number, 26, and we need to add it to, subtract it with the 9. We have our 9 right there. Okay, we're going to do that second step. So minus 9. Okay, so here we go. 6 minus 9 we can't do, so we're going to, again, go to our tens column, get rid of one of those tens, and bring that back over. 10 plus 6 ones is now 16. 16 minus 9 is 7. And 1 minus 0, put a 0 there if you really want to, is 1. So our final answer is 17. Okay? Again, we started with 40 minus 14, and then we subtracted 9. That's how we got our final answer. Let's do some more problems. Let's go to the next problem, which is letter C. Before I do that, I'm going to show you a quick meme. It says, when you don't know the order of operations, you feel sad. But we are learning the order of operations, so there's no reason to feel sad. Let's do letter C on page 28. This time you're going to see a mix of both addition and subtraction. All right, so let's look at that first problem. First problem says 36 plus 18, which I'm going to do first. Remember, we do things from left to right, okay? And then I'm going to subtract, you see that subtraction sign, 19. It's going to be my second step, okay? Let's do the addition first. 36 plus 18. 6 plus 8 is 14. My 4 goes on the bottom, and my 1 is carried up to the next column. 3 plus 1 tens is 5 tenths. So we have 54 for our first problem. This part is 54. Now what I'm going to do, just like I did before, is I'm going to take my 54 and I'm going to put it into my second part of the problem. Okay, we have 54 minus 19. That part right there, minus 19. All right. 4 minus 9 we cannot do, so we're going to have to go to that tens column, get rid of one of the tens, now that's 4 tens, and bring that 10 over to our ones column. 4 plus 10 is 14, so 14 minus 9 is 6, no, sorry, I got distracted. 54 minus is 5, sorry about that. And then we have 4 minus 1, which is 3. So our answer is 35. Okay, that's our final answer. Now you notice that we did the addition first and we did the subtraction next. Okay, we need to do that in that order so that we continue with the order of operations. Okay, those order of operations are very important. Let's do our next problem. We have 51 minus 35 plus 18. Again, we're going to do the subtraction first and then the addition. So here we go. 51 minus 35. All right, we cannot do 1 minus 5, so we're going to have to go to our second column, get rid of our 5, which converts into a 4, and then we're going to bring that over. So 1 plus 10 is 11. 11 minus 5 is 6. 4 minus 3 is 1. So we have 16 as our first answer. Again, this is 16 right there. Now what we need to do is we need to add that 18 that we have right here. So we're going to take 16, which is our answer for our first part of the problem, and add 18. 16 plus 18. All right, 6 plus 8 is 14. And 3 tens equal 30. Our answer is 34. We can just put that right here as our final answer. You'll notice again, just like I said before, we did the first part of the problem, and then we did the second part of the problem to get our final answer. Okay? I like to put A, B, because later on I'm actually going to be using a lot more letters, A, B, C, D. okay, when we include parentheses and exponents and everything. So hopefully my battery doesn't die. Let's go to the next problem. What we're going to do is I'm going to erase everything, and since we did two problems together, what I want you to do is pause the video, and I'd like you to do this next page on your own. Okay, so letter E and F on your own. That'll give me some time to plug my computer in. All right, so hopefully you did those problems. I'm back. I plugged my computer in. We're going to do those together and see if you did them correctly, okay? All right, so let's do the first part. The first part of the problem says we're supposed to subtract. So 90 minus 12. 0 minus 2 we cannot do, so again, we're going to go over to our next column and take away a 10. That becomes 8. 10 minus 2 is 8. And 8 minus 1 is 7. So 78 is our first part of the problem. We're going to take that 78 and transfer it over. So this part was 78. We're going to transfer that over and add the 21. So 21. All right. 8 plus 1 is 9. And 7 plus 2 is 9 as well. So 9 tens. 99 is your final answer. All right. Good. Let's do the last problem on this part of the page. 55 plus 69 is going to be the first part that we're going to do because remember, you work from left to right. Okay? 55 plus 69. Nine plus 5, 14. And this is 6, so 6 plus 6 is 12. 124. Now we're going to take that 124 and we are going to subtract 25. 124 minus 25. Now you could probably do this problem in your brain. 124 is almost 125, and if we get rid of that 25, I think our answer is going to be 99, but let's figure it out. 4 minus 5 we can't do, so we're going to get rid of that. Make that 11, 14. 14 minus 5 is 9. And 11 minus 2 is 9. So our final answer is 99. Look at that. Both problems were 99. Letter E and F. Okay, now we're going to do two more problems. These ones are similar in that they have addition and subtraction inside of them. If you would like to pause the video, please do so to do those problems, and then you can check them on your own. All right, we are ready to check letter G and H. Hopefully you did those problems on your own. If you didn't, pause the video so you can do these problems before checking the answer. Just one quick little meme that has to do with order of operations. Here's the question. It says, if you put jelly first, is it a jelly and peanut butter sandwich? Normally in English, we would say a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, right? So that's actually, that's the joke. So you're switching the order. All right, let's do that problem. Letter G. Again, we're going to be doing things from the left and then going to the right. So we do 111 minus 89 first. 111 minus 8, 9. Okay, we're not going to be able to do 1 minus 9, so we're going to go to this next column. I can just completely change this to a 10. Okay, so I can save myself a step, bring that over, and that's going to become a 1. So 11 minus 9 is 2, and 10 hundreds, or 10 actually has to be 10 tens, or 100, minus 8 is 2. So 22 is the first part of the problem. Here we have 22. Okay, now we're just going to take our 22 and we're going to subtract 11, right? So 22, which we have right here, the first part of the problem, letter A, like I've been saying. Now we're going to do letter B, minus 11. 22 minus 11 is 11. I don't need to do the calculation on that. Our final answer is 11. Let me write that in black. 11 is our final answer. Okay, let's do that last problem, letter H. Okay, 58 minus 25 is going to be the first part of the problem. Now, I suppose if you really, really wanted to, you could set it up like this. 42. If you really, really wanted to, and you're a really good mathematician, you could take 8 minus 5, which is 3, plus 2, which is 5. So you'd have 5 right here. And then 5 minus 2 is 3. And then 3 plus 4 is 7, 75. You could do it like that if you really wanted to. But you can also separate the problem out into the two separate steps. Okay, so that's just a quicker way of doing it. Our answer is 75. All right, cool. The last couple problems are multiplication and division. Now, multiplication and division is something we're not going to get into in this lesson just because it is a little bit more complex. But here's a little meme for you if you want to look at that. We will look at that next time. Next time, we're going to be looking at order of operations with multiplication and division. It's the same concept, but you still need to do the problem from left to right. And then later on after that, we're going to be mixing multiplication and division with problems that have addition and subtraction. So later on, we will get into that. But thank you for listening to the class for today, and we will talk to you guys later.